Today is April 23. It is a Sunday, so the market is closed. However, we are going to take a look at Amazon unusual options that happened on Friday. You'll see on this day there was a 3% rally. We have been tracking Amazon because of these earnings that are coming up. That's on April 27. And so far we've seen bearish unusual options, and so to the one on Fridays we are seeing some bullish. So we want to take a look and analyze that. So as usual, let's get right to it. So you'll see here this 3:37 p.m., less than an hour before the market closes, to 17,000 contracts here. This one we want to take a look at, and also this 949, these 3,352. Okay, so let's go with the big one first. April 28, 115 calls and 125 calls. So when we look at it on April 28, and you'll see here the 115s are right here. The calls are here. There's 30,000 of them. But you'll also see that on the open interest, there's 31,000. So it's possible that this was not necessarily a bullish vertical call spread, that it could have just been a close of that order. Same with the 125. You'll see here the 125. Here it is, then the volume is less than the open interest. So these could be closing orders. So we have to monitor this, wait for the data to come in tomorrow to see whether or not these were either opening or closing orders, and that will let us know whether or not this was very bullish or not at all, and just closing bullish or closing a call spread that where they had sold the 115 and bought the 125, and then so now in order to close it, they actually have to then buy it back by buying the 115 and selling the 120, so it looks like it's a bullish vertical spread. And so we have to wait for more data to come in tomorrow, and we'll be able to tell whether or not this volume here is adding to the open interest, which means it's an open order. If it actually subtracts from this, then it was a closing order. Same with this over here. So make sure you are subscribed and you hit the bell icon so we can update everyone tomorrow when the data comes in. Okay, so that is still inconclusive. However, this May 12, you'll see this one. We're going to take a look at this one because this one is more conclusive. You'll see here on May 12, you'll see these 102s. So it was 102 strike. You'll see that these are 4,000 volume and also open interest 4,300. We'll also have to confirm this, but we have a pretty good hunch that this is a closing order, that they close this up because they opened this up. This volume here is much greater than the open interest here of 544. We think what they did was they basically rolled this 102 calls to the 108s. So they took profits, sold this, closed it, and then they bought the 108s strike calls. So this is bullish, and so that's what we're thinking. And again, we'll be able to confirm this tomorrow when more data comes in to see if this basically goes down lower when this subtracts that, so that this should be a closing order as we are predicting. And so currently possibly it is bullish for this last leg, but because we also had seen these unusual options that were also bearish, we're going to have to keep monitoring Amazon up to the last minute when earnings is reported, because there are lots of earnings trades that the large institutions put on the last minute to make their predictions. And because they have a lot more data, we think their unusual options activity will be very predictive of what happens to Amazon after earnings. So make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell icon and then like, because it really helps us make more of these videos and keep updating everyone as we get more data coming in for these earnings.